Good day. We are students from National University, and this is our PETO number 2, Reflection on Henry C. Sr.'s 14 Life Principles. In this video, we share selected lessons that we find important in shaping us as Nationalians, based on our own experiences as students.
Reflecting on Henry C's 14 life principles made me realize that success is not built on shortcuts or sudden achievements, but on consistent values practiced over time. One of the strongest lessons I learned is the importance of hard work and patience. Henry C's emphasis on starting small and gradually improving reminds me that progress, especially as a student, does not have to be fast to be meaningful. What matters is persistence and dedication to one's goal. Another principle that stood out to me is integrity. Henry C highlights that trust and honesty are essential in both business and personal life. As a student, this reinforces the value of academic honesty, responsibility, and respect for others. Success achieved without integrity is unstable, while good character builds a foundation that lasts beyond school and into professional life. The principle of frugality also left a strong impression on me. Despite his success, Henry C believed in simplicity and wise use of resources. This teaches me to be disciplined not only with money but also with the time and energy. Managing resources well is an important skill that can help students avoid burnout and stay focused on long-term goals. Lastly, his view on challenges and failure is very realistic and encouraging. Instead of avoiding failure, the principle teaches us to learn from mistakes and continue moving forward. As a student, this mindset helps reduce fear of failure and encourages growth. Overall, Henry C. Sr.'s 14 life principles serves as a meaningful guide for students, reminding us that true success is built on discipline, integrity, patience, and resilience.
Henry C's 14 life principles reflect the power of discipline, humility, and perseverance, showing that true success is built on hard work, continuous learning, and wise financial management. They stress the importance of starting small, staying frugal, valuing people, and adapting to change, teaching that challenges are opportunities for growth rather than setbacks. His principles also highlight social responsibility and service, reminding us that wealth and achievement have greater meaning when used to uplift others. Overall, these life lessons show that true success is a lifelong process grounded in integrity, patience, and a strong commitment to making a positive difference in society. They encourage individuals to remain grounded despite success and to never forget their roots. The principles also show the value of long-term vision, where consistency and persistence matter more than quick results. By emphasizing honesty and trust, Henry C. reminds us that strong relationships are the foundation of lasting success. In the end, his life principles inspires us to pursue excellence while maintaining humility and compassion.
Learning about Henry C. 14 life principles made me think deeply about my own life as a Nationalian. What inspired me the most is how hardworking and persistent he was. His life taught me that even small efforts we do every day, like studying, joining activities, or helping others, can build up and shape our future. I realize now that success does not happen overnight, and I want to remember this when things get difficult. I also learned the value of honesty, responsibility, and treating people fairly. Henry C. showed that being trustworthy and consistent in our own actions is very important, whether at school, work, or in life. I admire how he valued education, understanding that knowledge and learning are keys to growth. This reminds me to focus on my studies and never stop learning, even when it feels challenging. Another trait that inspired me is his love for his family. He worked hard not just to achieve his dreams, but to provide for and support his loved ones. This teaches me to value and care for my family and to balance ambition with love and responsibility. Lastly, His focus on long-term goals and visions, which encouraged me to plan for the future and stay committed to my dreams. As a nationalian, I feel motivated to grow not only as a student but as a responsible, ethical, and caring person.
Henry C's 14 life principle showed that success is not achieved overnight, but it is built through patience, discipline, and hard work. What stood out to me the most is how he emphasized starting small and staying humble. Despite becoming one of the most successful businessmen in the Philippines, he never forgot his simple beginnings. This reminds me that no matter how big our dreams are, we should always stay grounded and remember where we came from. Another important lesson from his principles is perseverance. Henry C. faced many failures and challenges, especially in his early years. But instead of giving up, he used them as learning experience. This taught me that failure is not the end, but a part of growth. As a student, there are times when I feel discouraged by difficulties in school. But his life principles remind me to keep going and trust the process. His principles also highlight the importance of integrity, discipline, and treating people with respect. He believed that success is not only measured by wealth, but by how we treat others, especially employees and customers. This made me realize that character is just important as achievement. Overall, Henry C's 14 life principles inspire me to work hard, stay patient, and remain humble. They remind me that success comes from consistent effort, strong values, and positive mindset. His life serves as a reminder that with determination and the right principles, anyone can achieve their goals.
When I think about Henry C., what stands out to me the most is his hard work and perseverance. He started from very little, yet he never gave up. This makes me reflect on my own journey as a student. There are times when school feels overwhelming, but his example reminds me that even small, consistent efforts matter. I also admire his discipline and practicality. He lived within his means and valued what really matters. This reminds me to be responsible with my own decisions, whether it's managing my allowance, my time, or my priorities. I am inspired by his humility and care for others. Despite his success, he stayed grounded and remembered to help people around him. This teaches me that no matter how far I go in life, I should always remain humble, kind, and respectful. Another principle that really speaks to me is valuing education and always learning. Henry C. believed that knowledge and learning open doors to opportunities. As a nationalian, I feel lucky to have access to quality education, and it motivates me to take my studies seriously. Reflecting on Henry C. Sr.'s life makes me realize that success is not just about achievements, it's also about how we work, how we learn, and how we treat others.